135,000 children are adopted in the United States each year. 59% are from foster cares, 26% are from other countries, and only 15% are from the United States. There's been controversy if people should be allowed to adopt outside of the United States or not. Every child deserves a home no matter where they live, and families should be able to make the decision if they want to make a change inside of the country or outside of the country. In this speech, you will learn the pros to adopting outside of the country and why people think it shouldn't be happening. In the event where a child does not have a home, they should have one no matter where they live. These children living in the orphanages in other countries have it a lot worse than the children in the United States. Sarah Salmon wrote, "I have visited orphanages in developing countries, and they are deathly quiet homes full of desperate children." The foster homes in other countries aren't even considered foster homes. They're considered adoption institutions. These adoption institutions are unhygienic, understaffed, and overcrowded homes. Foster homes in the United States are a lot cleaner and safer just because we have the money to do so. If there are people in the world that are willing to adopt outside of the United States, why should we tell them no? They are making a huge difference in a child's life, so why should it matter where the child came from? Janine Interlandi, who was adopted from Colombia, said in her article, "White parents are capable of raising emotionally healthy Black, Asian, and Hispanic children. She came from this and she has seen many cases of it. This shows that no matter where a child comes from, they'll be compatible with any family that wants to love and care for them." In addition to making a child's life better, adopting from the other countries makes the United States more diverse. When people adopt from the United States, adopt from other countries, they are bringing different religions and ethnicities into the United States. Janine Interlandi, who was adopted, said, "I kind of like being a cultural chameleon. Colombian by birth, Sicilian by adoption, and American by upbringing. It makes me unique." The children that are adopted from other countries like that they are the same, but they're also different. They like that they can bring different holidays and religions into the United States, and it makes them feel more important, and it makes them think that they can change people's opinions on where they came from. When people adopt from other countries, they usually have to go to the country to meet the child before they can adopt. When citizens of the United States go to other countries, they will see what these developing countries are like, and they can bring back stories to the United States where they can tell other people that might make United States citizens feel lucky about where they live. Some argue that we should not adopt from outside of the United States because there are so many children in the United States in foster care. They think that taking children outside of their country will make them feel like an outcast in America. However, no matter where an adopted parent comes from, they are making a huge difference in a child's life. They also make a huge difference in their own life. Adopting is not an easy thing to do, and the children that are being adopted usually have rough backgrounds, and this shows up in their behavior. And when someone is willing to adopt a child with a rough background, they should be able to choose what is right for their family and if they want to adopt outside of the United States. Like the New Beginnings website said, all children need families. Janine Interlandi stated a fact: "Children in other countries will become prostitutes or working in the field by the age of 9, if not adopted. U.S. children will still have shelter and food in foster care." This shows that these children really need to be adopted if they can be, because while children in the United States will be in foster care, the children in other countries will be out on the streets for the 9 years before the other children will be out of foster care. Children that have been adopted, they still share their culture, religion, and holidays with their adoptive families. Suzanne Kolowski adopted 2 girls from other countries. In her articles, she writes about how they still celebrate their cultures and everything, so they don't feel like they're missing out on where they came from. If the adoptive families know what they are doing and have support for these children will go very far in their life. For these reasons, people should be able to adopt outside the country without a problem. These adoptive parents are making a huge difference in a child's life, giving them opportunities they wouldn't have in their other countries, and giving them a family that will love them. 26% adoptions that happen from other countries could have a positive impact on the United States and you, because you never know how these children will impact the United States for the better in the future.